Hello, everyone. In today's reading, we're going to ask the question, where is your future spouse? And my goal with today's reading is to take a look into the current energy of your future spouse and where they're at in their life. This reading is timeless and it can apply to any time that you're watching this video. So we have 3 cards to choose from today and 3 crystals. So I'll give you a closer look at your crystals. This is what we have for group 1. Group 2. And group 3. Okay, so go ahead and see what you're drawn to. Really trust your intuition. And feel free to pause the video if you need more time. And let's get started. Hello, group 1. If you chose this crystal, this is going to be your reading about where is your future spouse. And in case you missed the intro, my goal for this reading is to essentially take a look into the current energy of your future spouse and what's going on in their life. And this reading is timeless and it can apply to any time that you're watching this reading. First, to get us started, I wanted to do an energy check-in for you guys. And what this is going to do is help you decide if this is your pile or not. And also, this can help you compare your path to your future spouse and see how it's lining up right now. But to get us started, group 1, let's talk about the overall energy when it comes to your path right now. So we have this 2 of Pentacles here, and this 2 of Pentacles tells me that right now you may be in a point in your life where you're very big on self-improvement, and it, to me, feels like this could be a balancing act at times. It could be something that you're working really hard at. And I feel that for a lot of you guys, this is focused on career or any big goals that you have right now. But this is the overall energy and something that is the main theme as far as your path right now. And when it comes to your love life, group 1, we have 8 of Pentacles. And 8 of Pentacles is all about working and building towards something. So I feel like this could resonate for those of you guys who are currently already connected with someone. But when it comes to your love life, group 1, I feel that right now this is something that may not be a big focus for you, but it's something that maybe you're intrigued about or curious about. It feels like right now, group 1, you're into more tangible goals. Like I feel that you are putting in the physical work and effort when it comes to many different areas of your life right now. And when it comes to love, I feel that for some of you guys, you could be more focused on working on yourself and have this mindset of, if I work on myself, then that will bring me closer to my future spouse or my true love, or whichever term you enjoy the most. And I feel that right now you guys are really focused on just staying on your grind. It feels very much like very focused, very maybe even serious at times. And I'll get more on that later. So I want to talk more about this Queen of Cups in reverse. And this Queen of Cups in reverse is about, truthfully, group 1, I don't remember what this is. I feel like this could be about your well-being, either your well-being or your career. But the fact that I'm kind of not remembering could also be a sign that your well-being could be impacted by your career right now, or how you view success and accomplishing certain things right now. But when it comes to the Queen of Cups in reverse, this tells me that you may be someone who's naturally pretty intuitive and sensitive, and this may be something that you're suppressing right now when it comes to your path. It feels to me like maybe you guys are, it feels like survival mode even. It just seems to me like right now, group one, you may be having a hard time feeling comfortable with being yourself, or as though you have to put on a poker face in some ways, especially if this is relating to career or whatever situation in your life where you feel as though you have to, whatever situation in your life where you want to be taken seriously, group one. That's what it feels like to me. But when it comes to your career, we have Five of Swords in reverse. And now my memory is coming back to me, and I definitely feel like this could relate to career. But again, I feel like these messages could go hand in hand. They could be very similar themes. But with this Five of Swords in reverse, I feel that you guys could be healing from a disagreement with someone, or it feels like there was some kind of injustice here where whatever goal you have right now, group one, or whatever is going on in your career, it feels like you've had to impress certain people or have had to put your own needs aside in order to succeed or appease certain people. And I feel like this could be a domino effect of different situations, and it doesn't have to strictly relate to career, but as a whole, a group one, take what resonates as always. But it feels that regardless, right now, you could be seeing a lot of signs of divine intervention, even where you find that some situations haven't been working out, and I feel that a lot of these situations are ones that you may have felt unfulfilled in anyway, group one, but have felt pressured to keep pursuing for whatever reason. But with the Six of Swords, this represents what's next on your path, group one. And the Six of Swords is a positive card to come up today because it indicates moving forward and finally moving on from certain situations that were difficult or draining on your energy, group one. Again, I feel that for a lot of you guys, this theme could have been in different areas of your life. So maybe this is your love life, your career, whatever it is that you pursue, essentially, group one. It feels like so far there have been frustrations and maybe even a fear of rejection in some cases. But I feel like this could be confirmation that you're making significant growth right now, and it will bring you closer to your future spouse, especially. But as a whole, group one, I feel that you're on your way to calmer waters, and I feel that you and your future spouse are going to be very similar in terms of your ambition. And I already looked at the card, but I'll show this. I'll show you guys this when we talk about the current energy of your future spouse. But I will say that based on what I've seen in this card, yeah, I feel that you and your future spouse are going to be very ambitious, and when it comes to your goals, you're going to be able to support each other in ways where maybe you haven't felt supported by when it comes to past romantic interests or anybody that you were close to in the past, group one. It feels to me like your future spouse is just going to get it. They're going to get you, and they're going to motivate you to succeed and just remember who you are. All right, so now we're going to move on to your future spouse, group one, and see where is your future spouse. So let's take a look at the card you chose. So we have the Flame, and then I'll pull some cards on the same spread that we did, but for your future spouse. Spirits of the guys, truth and compassion. Can you please describe what is the current energy for Spirit? What is the current energy when it comes to group one's future spouse? What is the overall energy of their future spouse's life right now? I feel that some of you guys may also be into romantic comedies. I don't know why that message is coming through, but especially the early 2000s type of romantic comedy. What is the current energy for group one's future spouses' love life? And I feel that message is pretty significant, so I'm gonna be receptive to how that unfolds throughout the reading. Spirit, can you please describe what is the current energy of group one's future spouse's love life? Spirit, can you please describe what is the current energy of group one's future spouse's career? Okay, group one, I feel that your future spouse is definitely looking for you. That's a message that I'm getting already. I feel that they're being kind of clumsy about it. Let me finish pulling these cards first and then I'll talk about it. Spirit, what is the current energy of group one's future spouse's well-being? What's their well-being like right now? Can you please describe this current energy of group one's future spouse's well-being? Spirit, can you please describe what is next for... That was a Hierophant on the back of the deck. I don't know why I just turned it over like that. Spirit, what is next for group one's future spouses? Spirit, what is next for group one's future spouse on their path? What is next on their path? Okay, group one, I feel that your future spouse is definitely coming in hot right now. And I feel that they're kind of in a place in their life where they're awakened. And yeah, let me describe more about this flame card here. And the flame card essentially talks about quite literally how it appears. I feel like something definitely has sparked within your future spouse right now, group one. And I feel that this is an energy that is kind of overwhelming them. And I feel that their spirit team in particular is helping them right now to navigate this, because right now it just feels very restless and as though they want to take a leap of faith towards a lot of things right now. And when it comes to their overall energy, we have Knight of Cups in reverse here. So yeah, I feel that your future spouse right now, group one, is someone who is maybe being a little delusional in some ways. And that's not to put them down or anything. I just feel as though they may be putting all their eggs in one basket or just taking on too much. It feels to me like, yeah, they've been in a pretty similar situation that you could be going through right now, group one, because there's a big theme here of freedom and your future spouse feeling as though they're finally free and the world is truly their oyster. They can do whatever they want. They're like a kid in a candy store is what I'm getting. So when it comes to their love life and the current energy for their love life, we have Ace of Cups here. So I feel that there's a couple different groups in this reading that chose this pile. But yeah, for those of you guys who are already married or even in a committed relationship with someone already, and you're questioning if this is your person, of course, I feel that it's important to trust your intuition here, but I feel that this could be significant for those of you guys who resonate with that. But I feel that for most of you guys, you don't know this person. And with this Ace of Cups, they may be, I was going to say, I feel that maybe they're casually dating, but I don't think that's the case here. With this Ace of Cups, I feel that they may be manifesting you, group one. The reason why I say this is because this Ace of Cups to me feels very much like they're enjoying their romantic side right now, and they're not really, they may not be pursuing it. They may just be in their feelings and kind of daydreaming a little bit. They may also have Libra placements, or Pisces, because it's very romantic, very dreamy. And when it comes to their career and the current energy in their career, we have the Strength card here. So this could mean a couple different things, group one. So I feel that your future spouse could work in a field where they had to have a lot of energy and a lot of willpower in particular, because it feels as though they're very wired right now when it comes to what they're putting their energy towards. And I feel that your future spouse is viewing certain things in their life as like a pros and cons list. Like they are acknowledging that a lot of times they feel really good, very energized, and then sometimes they feel defeated. I feel that your future spouse, group one, may feel as though people don't like them, which is a very strange message, but I feel that they have a very unique personality. They're definitely someone who's come to this lifetime to do something significant, even if it's just being themselves. Because I feel that their authenticity is something that is meant to be a game changer for them, and something that they're meant to protect in this lifetime. And when it comes to your connection, I feel that you guys are going to help each other. Like I mentioned in the beginning, you're going to help each other remember your purpose, so to speak. Because I feel that both of you guys could have your doubts sometimes, or feel as though you're on this roller coaster of emotions when it comes to the things you want to accomplish or certain dreams that you have. And I will say that this seems to be something that you guys both have in common, is the fact that you're very, very goal driven. You're very open to growth. And I feel that this is so important, group one. And it's something that is going to help your connection in very powerful ways. So when it comes to their well-being right now, we have Page of Pentacles. So I feel that right now, when it comes to their overall well-being, they could feel as though they don't know enough. It feels like there could be some insecurity here with their knowledge of something, or they may feel as though they're incompetent sometimes. But I feel that they're trying their best to come through with this effort attitude. Like it seems like in their mind, they may think, well, I have the ambition, I have the vision, and that will get me far. And it's really nice because I feel that your future spouse is someone who, even if life knocks them down sometimes, they get back up. And even if someone makes them feel like they're too much or that they're dreaming too big, that doesn't stop them. But I will say, I feel that if anything, they're working on approaching certain things with more maturity and more in a more grounded way, because it just feels like they're too much in a hurry sometimes. They could be in college or school or training for a new job. It feels like something where it may be very new to them, but they're trying to be optimistic and appreciate the opportunity. As for what's next for them on their path, we have Page of Cups here. And the Page of Cups is a very, yeah, there's a lot of romantic cards here, but yeah, Page of Cups is pretty romantic, but I feel that, okay, so yeah, group one, I feel that some of you guys may already know this person, but again, I don't want to go into this reading with that kind of bias. I just want to leave it open to interpretation. But if this sounds like someone you currently know, someone that maybe you even just met, I know this is a lot of information, and I know I jumped from different examples here, and I don't want to ramble on too much, but there's more cards I want to pull yet, so we'll get into that and see what else comes up. But with this Page of Cups, this is kind of standing out to me because it feels as though what's next on their path could even be meeting you. Because it just feels to me like when you two do meet, you're going to bump into each other somehow. And this could be why I was getting this romantic comedy example. Like, especially if you've ever watched one from the early 2000s where it's kind of maybe even a little corny sometimes, where it just seems like everything's magical, everything just falls into place. And I know that sounds kind of extreme, group one, but that's honestly the energy that I'm getting here. They could also have Gemini placements. I feel that they are someone who can really talk someone's ear off. They may be quite a yapper, group one. So I feel that there's also this message about when you do meet them, they could come off a little strong. Simply because, yeah, I feel that they just have a lot to say. And it's really sweet because I feel that your future spouse is a people person. They love people. And it kind of makes me a little sad because I feel that they haven't always met the most genuine people. They may have even grown up in an environment where they didn't feel accepted, especially in their school environment in particular, because I'm getting this imagery of like a school environment and a group of kids kind of laughing or chuckling or saying things under their breath about your future spouse. And that's the thing, I feel that your future spouse may sometimes be completely unaware of people's true intentions, group one. And I feel that you're also going to help them with this because I feel that they are trying to learn how to stand up for themselves. And I feel that they're a very humble person. And I do feel like they have been betrayed in the past. So I feel that even then they don't hold grudges, but they definitely make sure to move on and not talk to those people again. But yeah, they're a very forgiving person. Yeah, this Page of Cups is kind of mysterious to me. But I feel like this could just be a confirmation of this type of energy is going to continue for them. Where they're very much in their emotions. And I feel that they may have a lot of people around them or just have a very active social life right now because it feels as though these people are energizing your future spouse, group 1. But at the same time, I feel like not everyone is necessarily their friend, but like I said, I feel like your future spouse loves people. They really seem to appreciate the value of human connection and what that can do for our growth. Alright, so we're going to pull some channel messages and see what other messages we can get. And I also wanted to ask the question, are you close to meeting your future spouse? And I feel that this is something that could be very helpful, as I was getting a lot of different examples for you guys on whether or not you do know this person. So we'll ask that first. Spirit, can you please confirm how close is group 1 to meeting their future spouse? And also it's important to take these with a grain of salt as well. It's a general reading, as always. Okay, so we have romance. And on the back of the deck, we have recovery. So yeah, I feel that when it comes to how close you are to meeting this person, it could definitely vary. But for a lot of you guys, for some of you guys, you could already know who this is, especially if the personality that I was describing sounds a lot like them right now. But if you feel like you don't know this person yet, I feel that this is saying that you're getting closer, maybe not as close, but it feels like something that you're in alignment with right now, group 1. Especially with the 6 of Swords. So I feel that this can be confirmation for any tough situations that are going on in your life. It seems to be leading you to your future spouse. Because like I said, with this recovery card, I feel that you may be moving towards like a rest period or a healing period. And meanwhile, I feel that your future spouse seems to be coming to you. Like, that's what I'm getting here. Like, especially because of, it feels like their energy is quicker. Like, is the best way I can describe it. And like I said, they're coming in hot is what I'm getting. Okay, let's see what other channel messages we can get from your future spouse. Spirit, what messages? What are some channel messages from group 1's future spouse, please? What messages best describe group 1's future spouse, please? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm hearing that it's going to be okay, group 1. I feel that some people need to hear that right now. What are some channel messages from group 1's future spouse? What did they want to say? What did they want group 1 to know? But yeah, group 1, I feel that when you meet your future spouse, they may have a very clumsy energy about them because I'm finding it hard to keep up with them myself. So if they start just saying weird and random things, group 1, I feel that that's a sign that they're into you or they're trying to impress you. Spirit, what messages best describe what group 1's future spouse wants to say? There's some channel messages from group 1's future spouse, please. Group 1's future spouse want them to know their connection. And it's kind of taking me a while to shuffle this deck, so I feel that that could also be confirmation that they like to talk, but they don't know how to, express themselves. Okay, so we have, I've been lied to in the past, so I'm sorry if it takes me time to open up. Heaven is a place on earth with you, and let's travel the world together. And on the back of the deck, we have online dating or social media is significant to our connection. So you guys could meet this way, but either way, I feel that communication will be something that stands out about this connection and something that can help you recognize that you've met your future spouse. And more specifically, group one, I feel like there's something kind of strange or unusual about this aspect of communication when you're first interacting with your future spouse, because again, I feel that they kind of have a clumsy energy, or just the things they say may kind of be off-putting, but they mean well is what I'm getting. And with this, let's travel the world together. Again, I'm getting that you guys are both big dreamers. You're going to accomplish great things together. And anything that, I think I mentioned this in a previous future spouse reading, but anything you have on your bucket list, group one, I feel that this person is going to want to join you. They'll be your partner in crime, so to speak. They seem to be someone who is down for anything. They may also have Aries in their chart. Yeah, they may have a combination of fire and water in their big three. And yeah, with this, I've been lied to in the past. I feel that this message is about, yeah, this sounds like another reading I did. It might have been my channeled letter, the channeled letter from your future spouse. So if you watch that, you may already see similar themes here, but with this message, I feel that your future spouse is already open, but they may just be kind of all over the place when it comes to their personality. And I feel that this message is coming through, group one, because at times you may feel like really confused by this person, but not because they're sending mixed signals or anything. I just feel like maybe you will think they're a weirdo sometimes, not gonna lie, but it's something that will turn into something beautiful for sure. And heaven is a place on earth with you. I feel that that's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I feel like you guys will inspire each other very much, and all your past experiences will be worth it because it brought you together. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, group one. Thank you so much. Hello, group two. If you chose this crystal, this is going to be your reading about where is your future spouse. And in case you missed the intro, this reading is all about taking a look into the current energy of your future spouse and where they're at in life. And this reading is timeless and it can apply to any time that you're watching this. So to get us started, I thought I would do an energy check-in for you guys. And what this is going to do is, this is going to help you decide if this is your pile or not, if you feel connected to it. And it's also going to help you see how your path is aligning to your future spouse's path right now. So yeah, let's get started. So right away, I feel that a lot of you guys could be the people who are very much into spirituality, metaphysical things, because I was also drawn to roll from the astro dice today, and I wasn't really planning on using these for today's reading, and I didn't use it for pile one either, but I was drawn to do it for you guys. So I feel that this could be extra confirmation if you're someone who is a big fan of tarot, astrology, things of that nature. And of course, if you're watching pick a card readings, you may like it a little bit, but I feel that for a lot of you guys, you could have been practicing these things for years. I feel that a lot of you guys aren't just casual fans of these type of practices. It's something that you may find very meaningful and a special part of your life. And I feel that for a lot of you guys, your spirituality is definitely taking the forefront right now. I think that's the right word when it comes to your path, and also when it comes to certain changes that you're experiencing right now, and also with what's next on your path. Because I feel that you guys are definitely those who have come here to break the mold, to truly end cycles, to rebel against what's normal in a way. Because I feel that this could definitely relate to your current energy right now, but as well as your life purpose or your soul's purpose as a whole. And it feels very positive, group one. It feels like you're on a good path so far when it comes to your growth, listening to your intuition, and having a good awareness of what's working for you and what isn't. And I feel that right now, especially, this can resonate for those of you guys who are just feeling a lot of frustration in your life, or feeling as though like you could relate to this feeling of meeting the same person in a different body. And it doesn't necessarily have to relate to love, but I feel that you have a good awareness of this, group two. You seem to have a very good emotional maturity, like you're wise beyond your years, and this is something that's definitely working for you right now. So let's talk more about our spread here. And when it comes to your card, we're going to take a look at this when we talk about your future spouse. But for now, let's talk about the cards here, the other cards here. So when it comes to the overall energy for you guys, we have King of Pentacles in reverse. And with the Astro Dice here, we have Aquarius, 10th house, and Mercury. So I feel that for a lot of you guys, I kind of already explained this, but I feel that you guys are definitely awakening to a lot of truths right now, especially when it comes to things of, especially when it comes to the bigger picture of things. I feel that you are definitely not someone who's shallow, group two. I really see you guys being the type of people who want more out of life and won't settle for less. And I feel that this is very powerful, and it's going to be something that helps you when it comes to meeting your future spouse. And yeah, so a lot of you guys could also have Aquarius placements or Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus placements, but it doesn't have to resonate. But that's what I'm seeing here. And with the 10th house, this is the house of career, reputation, authority, and I feel that this could be something that is a big theme right now for you guys. I feel that you guys could have a strong sense of justice. You could have Libra placements as well, but again, it doesn't have to resonate. But with the fact that you have a strong sense of justice, group two, I feel that you are able to see things that people wouldn't think to see or would even attempt to. I feel that you care so deeply about doing the right thing, and you have a strong sense of integrity. And I feel that a lot of times you could feel disappointed by those around you because they don't seem to care about being a better person, or even it could seem as though they don't respect you or appreciate you like you deserve, group 2. But I feel like there's this message within this that, as frustrating as it may seem, I feel that you have so much knowledge about life philosophies and learning from your past experiences that unfortunately not a lot of people are willing to do for themselves. And I can definitely understand the frustration if that's the case, group 2. And I feel that for a lot of you, this can even be as specific as a father figure or someone who seems like an authority figure in your life that could have had a big impact on the person you are today, group 2, because it seems as though you may not feel like you trust people very easily, and it's very understandable because I feel that you guys have definitely been through a lot, and I just feel that, yeah, your experiences with certain people that you've even gotten close to or grew up with could have been very disappointing, group 2. Like, you could have felt not supported in this way. And I feel that this could even affect how you view yourself and your goals. Like, there could be in some ways where you feel as though you have to settle or play it safe. I feel that a lot of you guys could even have a fear of being seen or perceived and stand out from the crowd, because I feel that a lot of you guys could just feel very different, and I feel that there's this strong sense of wanting to feel a sense of security, safety, and community that you may not have always had, group 2. But I feel that there's this message coming through that you deserve better and life has more to offer to you than what you've been dealt. So let's talk about this 5 of Swords here, and this 5 of Swords represents your career. So right now there could be some frustrations with career, especially when it comes to people you work with or those around you. It just feels as though you could feel like a lone wolf at times, group 2, and as though be pretty hard on yourself when it comes to this. But I feel that you guys are breaking out of self-criticism, even if it doesn't seem like it right now. But it feels as though you're being pushed in some way, or as though, sorry if I keep repeating myself, group 2, I'm just trying to explain this to the best of my ability, and I kind of tend to repeat myself. But yeah, this isn't meant to discourage you at all, group 2. It's supposed to remind you of your power. And I'm definitely rooting for you, because I feel that you have something that a lot of people could benefit from, or something about you that we need more of in this world, for sure. Like, you're definitely a real one, group 2. And to not lose hope or get discouraged, because again, we need more people like you, and I'm really excited to see what else we can get from your future spouse, because I'm sure they will also feel the same way about you. And I don't know if I described this already, but we're also going to pull some channel messages later on, and then we're going to ask, how close are you to meeting your future spouse? But yeah, to continue where we left off, yeah, I feel like career right now is just kind of, you could be in a transition phase, or kind of thinking of your next plan because it feels as though where you're currently at in career, group 2, could be something that is not really fulfilling or something that you've grown out of. So let's talk about the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant represents the current energy and love. So this could mean a couple different things. But first of all, I feel that you guys are really starting to act on your values and what you look for in a partner. And this is something that's going to be a very important tool moving forward. And I feel that you guys have definitely felt tested with feeling pressured to settle in some ways, or kind of take what you can get. Because I feel that at times there were feelings of thinking this is as good as it gets and there's not much better out there. And I feel that this could relate to a couple different things, not just love, but I feel that your spirit team in particular is helping you to dream bigger, think bigger, and to really expand beyond what you know or what you've experienced. Because there's something here about you stepping into something more solid in a time in your life where you can feel safe and like you can breathe again, essentially, is what I'm getting here, group 2. Some of you guys could even be wondering if you're interested in marriage, if it's something that you see yourself being into. Because I feel that a lot of you guys could be questioning what you know and trying to see things from different perspectives. And I feel that one of those things could be marriage, but that will only be for some of you guys. So when it comes to this topic of future spouse, you could just be curious as to what comes up. But if that resonates to anybody out there, I feel that this topic of future spouse can also apply if you're just interested in a life partner or just someone to have a deep, long-term commitment with for years and years and years. It doesn't have to be a literal marriage, but I feel that for most of you guys, you are interested in that. But I just wanted to make sure to acknowledge for those of you who are more comfortable with maybe the untraditional side of things when it comes to love and just life as a whole. Because again, I feel that overall, a lot of you guys are very spiritual at heart. You're very wise, and you're not going to just believe everything you hear or everything that is told to you. Because I feel that there was a time in your life where people could have pushed their belief systems on you, group 2. And it's something that could be a sensitive subject today, something that you try your best to avoid. And I feel that this can definitely resonate for those of you guys who have grown up in strict religious backgrounds even. And when it comes to your spirituality today, you could be drawn to astrology, tarot, to kind of heal that in a way if you have dealt with a different religious background growing up. Because I feel that there's something very untraditional about you guys that is meant to be embraced. You're not like everybody else, group 2, and that's okay. And that's something that is very special, despite what it may seem. And when it comes to your well-being, we have the Hanged Unicorn. So I feel that right now, group 2, you may be aware that some things are out of your control, or some things that you just had to withdraw your energy from, see things from a different perspective. Because I feel that right now, your freedom could be something that's very important to you, your peace of mind. And if not, I feel that you're definitely stepping into this, group 2. It feels like could be at your wit's end, or something could have happened recently that kind of clicked, like something clicked within you, that it's time to make a change or it's time to do something differently. And when it comes to what's next on your path, we have Seven of Swords in reverse. So yeah, I feel like this basically describes what I was talking about, but in its upright position, Seven of Swords talks about deceit, sneakiness. But when it comes to you, group 2, I feel that you're going to feel more confident saying no and focusing on yourself, because to me feels like there could be certain things that you try to be a good sport about, group 2, but it was hindering your growth, or it's something that was draining you. So I feel that with what's next on your path, there's going to be something here about addressing your needs, and especially ways where you may have been discarding your own needs, or imposter syndrome is something that I'm getting as well. You guys could be dealing with imposter syndrome, or just constantly questioning yourself and the things you have to offer in this world. And I feel that this can also resonate if there's someone in particular in your life, group 2, and this can definitely relate to career, but it doesn't have to. But I feel that if there's someone in your life who is not respecting you, or kind of passive aggressive with how they treat you, I feel that with what's next on your path is going to be this sense of maybe addressing this or communicating this to them. But if not, I feel that there will be the sense of having to withdraw or not give your energy to someone in particular, or even a group of people. And I feel that there's this message coming through, group 2, that it's going to be important to take notice of where there is resistance, because this could be something that is meant to teach you how to trust your intuition. Yeah, something that you could be putting your time into, your time and energy into, that could be more trouble than it's worth, group 2. Or this could just be something to keep in mind throughout your path. Okay, so now that we covered all that, we're going to move on now to your future spouse and where they're currently at in their life. So let's get started. Okay, group 2, I went ahead and I pulled the cards for your future spouse to save us some time. And I also turned over the card that you chose in the beginning, and we have the Lover here. So starting off with this Lover card here, I feel that your future spouse may be someone who is putting themselves out there when it comes to love. I feel that they are someone who is a romantic at heart, but when it comes to their love life right now, we have this Knight of Crystals, and this is a very passionate card, so I feel that their perspective on love right now can be very lustful, or very much based on being driven by attention and validation when it comes to those that they're interested in. Like, I feel that there's somewhat of a disconnect here from their true self. And okay, first, group 2, I want to mention I was also channeling some things for you that I forgot to mention. So I was also channeling some songs from Shrek, and more specifically the song Holding Out for a Hero. And I know that's a cover song, but I'm Gen Z, so I heard it from Shrek first. So this song basically describes having certain standards for someone. Like, it talks about he has to be strong, he has to be fast, he has to be all these things. And basically about describing I won't take anything less than that, so to speak. And I was also channeling this song about, I don't know what it's called, but again, I heard it from Shrek, and it was talking about, I want to stay home today. And I'm really surprised the Hermit card didn't come up for you guys, but with that being said, I feel that this is just describing the fact that you could be very much in this energy group too, of not wanting to deal with people or just being really sick of the BS, quite frankly. And when it comes to you and your future spouse, I feel that right now you may not be exactly aligned right now. And we're going to ask more about this later on, but it seems to me like you have a better sense of self than your future spouse may have right now. Because it feels like you're more, you know who you are, group 2, even when times get tough. But when it comes to your future spouse, I feel that they are very much, it seems like they're very much, it's easy for them to give in to peer pressure. So let's talk more about this. So with the current energy overall, we have 4 of Diamonds here. So I feel that this definitely describes what I was talking about them not really being their true self. I feel that they're holding a lot of things close to their chest. And this could even be financial. I feel that they could be successful in their career, but not exactly fulfilled in it. Because we have this 10 of Cups here in reverse that represents their career. So I feel that they're not really fulfilled in their career right now. And this can even represent feeling pressured by certain obligations in their life, or even feeling pressured by their family to pursue a certain path that they know isn't really a good match for them. And I feel that they're kind of like you had to be a group 2. They're trying to be a good sport, but it's not from the heart space. It feels more like from the ego. Like when it comes to you, I feel that in the past you've had to see things from other people's point of view. Like it just seems to me like you were more in an understanding energy when it comes to certain people in your life, but when it comes to your future spouse, I feel that this just gives me the energy of wanting to like impress their dad, or especially if this is a masculine energy that you're interested in, group 2. And with that being said, for those of you guys who haven't had the best relationship with your father, and again, I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable here, but I kind of want to put it out there. But yeah, I feel that if that's the case, then your future spouse could also be the same way. They could also not have the best relationship with their father either. But unfortunately, I feel like there's some unhealthy masculine energy when it comes to your future spouse right now, group 2. And I feel that you may be aware that this is something that you definitely don't want. And that's definitely understandable. And with this, I feel that, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and ask, how close are you to meeting your future spouse? Because I feel called to do that. Spirit, can you please describe how close is group 2 to meeting their future spouse? Okay, so we have get more information here and reconsider. So I feel that your relationship with your future spouse may be a slow burn, group 2. It feels as though they're at a point in their life where they have to learn different lessons than you. And I feel that this is something that may definitely take some time. But let's keep going here. So for the astro dice, we have Mercury, 8th house, and Pisces. So So they could have Pisces placements, Gemini, Virgo, or Scorpio. But other than that, I feel that they're definitely in this energy of maybe being into taboo things. Well, it doesn't have to be as intense as it sounds. It just could just mean that, again, they're very lusty right now, or they're very much into maybe the darker sides of life. Again, it's not as intense as it sounds. Like, this could just be something as simple as entertaining conspiracy theories or wanting to go to haunted houses. Very much like 8th house energy is what I'm getting. But yeah, I feel that right now your future spouse is in this energy of experiencing different things relating to like something that will give them a high, so to speak. It doesn't, like an adrenaline rush is what I'm getting, because I feel that they're just kind of unfulfilled in their life right now. Okay, so when it comes to their well-being, we have 3 of Cups. So this could definitely indicate what I mentioned about them putting themselves out there when it comes to love and dating. But this also gives the impression of networking, and I know that's kind of weird when it comes to the 3 of Cups, because it's not necessarily about that, but it just feels very much like mingling and having to kind of kiss up to certain people, because yeah, that could be part of their job. And I'm also getting strong Chuck Bass energy here, and I don't know how many of you guys have seen Gossip Girl, but Chuck Bass is kind of a rich dude. He's kind of a douchebag, quite honestly. And your future spouse may be in this energy right now, but not really. I don't think they're like a bad person, group 2. I don't want to seem too like pessimistic here, but I do want to acknowledge that they do have some inner work to do, and this just doesn't seem like their true self. It seems like they're kind of acting out or rebelling in some ways due to the fact that they're so unfulfilled and they feel stuck in their life. Okay, so when it comes to what's next on their path, we have Justice in reverse. So I feel that there's something here for your future spouse, group 2, where they're going to have to come to terms with something that they could be self-sabotaging, or something that doesn't work out in their favor. It could be something as simple as a business deal not going through, or going the way they plan, or someone betraying them when it comes to their work. It feels like something very much like financial, or something very tangible that your future spouse could be wanting. It gives me this energy of someone taking something that they want and I feel that this is meant to teach your future spouse that what's meant to be will be, and they don't have to pursue everything just because it's a Tuesday and they're bored. Okay, we're going to get some channel messages and see what else we can get. But yeah, if you have ever watched Gossip Girl and you're familiar with Chuck Bass, then you may know that towards the end he does have some redeeming qualities. He does have some character development. So there's that. But when it comes to your future spouse group too, I feel that, don't worry, they're not a douchebag, but I just feel like they're trying to fill a void in certain ways right now. because they may be stuck in a situation they can't get out of. Spirit, can you please describe what are some channel messages from Group 2's future spouse? What would they want to say to Group 2? Okay, we get 2. Okay, so we share the same sense of humor. Okay, I feel that for a lot of you guys, especially if you relate to having a dry, sarcastic sense of humor or even self-deprecating sense of humor, this person's going to be the same way. And I feel that if you want to complain about life or work, this is the person to go to, because I feel that they're going to help you find humor in these things, Group 2. And there's no obstacle we can't face together and do anything to impress you. The attraction will be instant. Expect a lot of passion in our connection. And where have you been all my life? So yeah, I feel that when you first meet your future spouse, Group 2, there will definitely be a strong attraction towards them, and they will feel the same way towards you. And I feel that when it comes to you, you're going to inspire them in ways that help them understand who's worth impressing, really. Like, I'm also getting this analogy of you wouldn't trade a diamond for a rock, and I feel that in this case you're going to be the diamond for this person, Group 2. And where have you been all my life? So yeah, I feel that your person, they could be older than you, or they could just be someone who has lived a lot of experiences to the point where they feel like an old soul. You could also meet this person locally in your hometown or somewhere close by, because there's also this sense of them being under your nose, or them, like, you guys could come to find out that you go to the same grocery store or the same park, coffee shop, whatever the case. I feel like there's something here that you two will find seems like divinely guided in some way when you're getting to know each other. But yeah, Group 2, this person has a big heart, but I feel that right now it's probably best that you don't know them, or that you're not talking to them, because I feel that they're kind of in a very chaotic energy. And I feel that when it comes to what's next on your path, you don't really need any distractions or anybody clinging on to you. Yeah, there's this energy of enjoying the present moment. And yeah, this person won't stress you out, Group 2, but I feel, again, this is just something I feel like I have to acknowledge, because it's part of their growth as well, and something that they're meant to grow into. And with this Justice in reverse, this can even be a result of this person getting out of a relationship or getting a divorce. And that could be the reason why they're so in this lusty energy, because they, yeah, despite the specifics, I know I kind of went back and forth, but yeah, I feel like there's something here that they're meant to walk away from, or find out the hard way, Group 2, that is something that is holding them back. It just gives me this feeling of your future spouse coming to terms that, like, I'm hearing, I do not want to be like these people. These people around me are just not worth impressing. why do I want them to like me when they don't even like themselves? That's what I'm getting. But yeah, I feel that as a whole, you two both have this thing in common where you value real connections, group 2. But right now, you two could just be going about it in very different ways. So I feel that right now, your paths aren't aligned specifically, but it's not something that you should feel pressure to control or do differently. I feel like this is just the sense of your future spouse needing to come to terms with this themselves. And with this message about them being in a lusty energy, it doesn't have to necessarily be like an F-boy, F-girl kind of way. It could also just mean that they just want to have more fun, and it's like they're desperate to do that. But with this 8th house here, I feel like there is some undertone of lust in a physical sense, but yeah, they're just really wanting more out of life, just like you, group 2. But I feel that they're supposed to be the one that catches up to you, and you're supposed to keep doing what you're doing and follow your own path right now. And yeah, I think that's what I have for you today, group 2. Thank you so much. Hello, group 3. If you chose this crystal, this is going to be a reading about where is your future spouse. And in today's reading, we're essentially going to take a look at the current energy of your future spouse and where they're at in life. And this reading is timeless, and it can apply to any time that you're watching this video. So to get us started, I thought I would do an energy check-in for you guys. And what this is going to do is it's going to help you decide if this is your pile or not, if you feel connected to it. And it's also going to help you compare your path to your future spouse and see how your paths are lining up right now. So I just want to jump right into it. And as for your card that you chose, we'll take a look at that later when we talk about your future spouse. But for now, I want to start with the fact that 2 cards wanted to come out for each question that I asked. Well, almost. And so let's start with the overall energy right now, the overall current energy for you guys. And we have Justice and the Magician. So I feel that right now, you guys could be working really hard on a manifestation or trying to make something happen right now. And it feels like something that has tested you, your patience, your self-love, your confidence as a whole. But it's something that I feel like this is something that you really want, or something that you may intuitively know is good for you. And I feel that in some ways, all the piles had this in common. This theme of wanting better for yourself. But when it comes to you, group 3, I feel that you seem to be the most motivated out of all the piles, is what I think, because I feel that your eyes are wide open in some way. Oh yeah, and if you hear any creaking noises, that's my desk chair. But yeah, I'm suddenly aware of this eye here on the Justice card, and that, oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, so yeah, that's really standing out to me, group 3. So like I was saying, I feel that your eyes are open to a lot of truths right now, and especially when it comes to your own values and what matters to you. It feels like you have a healthy sense of self right now. And when it comes to our astro dice here, we have Saturn, Gemini, and 2nd house. So you could also have Gemini placement, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Taurus, but it doesn't have to resonate. But these seem to be some common themes as well. So Saturn here is what's standing out the most to me. So I feel that right now you guys are really, you seem to really be going with the flow with certain lessons right now. I just feel like you already have knowledge of what needs to be changed or what is next on your path. I feel that you guys are focused on what matters right now. And we also have the Magician here. So yeah, and there's eyes on the Magician card as well. There's just a very focused energy coming through with you guys as a whole. So let's move on to our next cards here, and this is representing your career, the current energy in your career. So we have King of Swords in reverse and Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel that a lot of you guys could also be interested in doing your own thing when it comes to career, and this could be in different ways, but I feel that some of you could have your own business or be interested in that, because there's this energy of wanting to do things your way or wanting to do things differently than what you have experienced so far. And with this Five of Pentacles and this King of Swords, it feels to me like wanting to break the mold of what's an acceptable career or what's a respectable career. And I feel that finances in particular could be a big theme right now as well, group 2. You could be focused on finding what works for you when it comes to that. You could be wanting to save money or shop more ethically, and that's a very specific example, but I feel like this can be the case for a lot of you guys if you are interested in starting a business or having some kind of venture, where this could even be something as simple as a creative project. But when it comes to career, it feels like something that is a little out of the box or something that you're being guided to do a little differently. And with this King of Swords, the King of Swords is someone who's very logical, very follows the rules. And I feel that when it comes to career, you may be guided to kind of step outside of that and make your own rules in ways. It feels like there's something kind of magical here that is wanting to happen, group 3, for you. Yeah, with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you guys may be tired of struggling or feel motivated to not feel so pressured by the material world. Like I can really see this pile being someone who can do without because they have done without before, but at the same time knowing your value. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly, group 3, but I feel like there's something within this about you moving you're moving smart right now. You may even be moving in silence, because I feel that you're thinking of the long term. You're thinking of long-term gratification over short-term gratification. And I feel that Saturn here is definitely going to be helping you when it comes to this. And I feel that any goals you have right now, you seem to have a healthy perspective on it, because you're being consistent. You're not doing certain things for approval or a thumbs up, for likes, comments. Some of you guys could have an online platform. I don't know why that's coming through, but the fact that I was talking about likes and comments, that could definitely be the case. But yeah, I want to talk more about the fact that a lot of times 2 cards wanted to come through. So I feel that right now you guys could be dealing with different options or in a transition period where I was getting something about a split, like a split of, I don't know how to describe this. It feels kind of deep. And I feel that a lot of you guys could also be interested in sci-fi or dystopian films. I don't know why that message is coming through, but with that, they both seem to have this theme of someone being the chosen one, or someone that is willing to step up to the plate and make that change, and essentially comes out being the person who was brave enough to do that and make a positive difference that is like a domino effect. Because whatever this is, it feels like something that has a bigger purpose, something that has a lot of heart and soul. Group 3, it could definitely be related to career, but whatever it is, I feel that there's a lot of encouragement coming through. Okay, so let's talk about your love life right now, and this is represented by the Moon and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's something mysterious here, Group 3, when it comes to your love life. I feel that this could mean a couple different things. And first of all, I feel like there's somewhat of a hint here when it comes to your love life that there's some things that are a mystery, some things that you may not know. And this can even be something like a hidden love option that is not yet unlocked, but something that you're meant to discover, especially if you've been single for a while, or if it's just been something that you're not very focused on. And this King of Pentacles, okay, let me just keep going here. So your well-being is represented here by the World in reverse. And this tells me that there could still be some things, Group 3, that feel like unfinished business, but I feel that you're really rolling with the punches. I feel that you're really trying your best. It feels like there's something here about there's more to discover on your path that will make more sense as you go. And with what I was saying about having an online platform, and again, this will only apply to some people, but this could even represent like being online in something that feels like uncharted territory. But if it's not online, I feel like there's something here about something you're meant to experience that may feel like uncharted territory, but is something that will be very fulfilling. It's something you'll feel pleasantly surprised by. And I feel that your spirit team in particular, Group 3, may not be revealing too much about this right now, because I feel that there's other areas in your life that they're trying to help you with. There's something here about them not wanting to put too much on your plate, or they're trying to help you with certain shifts right now. And when it comes to what's next on your path, we have Knight of Cups. So this is very interesting to me, because we also have the High Priestess in upright, the High Priestess. So this to me feels like more of an energy that you'll be in, Group 3. A very romantic, heartfelt energy, very creative. And I feel that whatever venture you're going after right now, or whatever you're focused on the most, that brings out this passion within you, I feel like this could be positive confirmation that it's going to be something that grows moving forward. But the Knight of Cups is also a very romantic card in general, and it indicates a love offer usually. But again, there's something kind of mysterious here, and I feel that we'll get more when we talk about your future spouse, Group 3. So I feel guided now to go ahead and pull some cards for your future spouse, and we'll see how your path is lining up with theirs and see what other messages we can get. So I'll be right back. Okay, group 3, I went ahead and pulled the cards to save us some time. And I apologize if it looks kind of messy right now. I wasn't really expecting all these cards to come through. But I also asked, how close are you to meeting your future spouse? And we have in the near future, and on the back we have no. So I feel like this mysterious aspect could relate to the fact that this could be someone that you're currently speaking to or someone from your past that has resulted in unfinished business. You could be no contact with this person. But I just want to come through with this reading unbiased as if you don't know this person. But I feel like there's something kind of mysterious here in the sense that you two are already connected in some way, whether it's you've met each other before or if you're just spiritually connected. And other than that, I feel that this is positive guidance that you're on your way to meeting your future spouse, but there may be something unexpected here to consider. And with this no on the back, I don't see this as a literal no. It just feels more like when you do cross paths, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be together. Like there's something here about you two crossing paths, but it's not meant to last in that moment. I do feel divine timing is at play here, of course, but it's a big theme that I'm noticing compared to the other piles. I feel like there's certain signs and synchronicities you can look out for, group 3, when it comes to your future spouse, because, I feel like your spirit team is inviting you to look deeper into this and maybe not necessarily get attached to the timing of it all or get too attached to the signs and synchronicities, but just so, I don't know, it feels like something that is meant to increase your intuition or something. It definitely feels like something your guides are inviting you to look into and notice while practicing detachment, of course. But let's talk about your future spouse, and then we'll pull some channel messages as well. So, sorry, pile 3, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. There's a lot of messages. I'm feeling pulled everywhere. So, I don't know if I talked about this card, the Destroyer, and this is the card you chose, group 3. And I will say, a message that I'm getting is that you're going to be able to recognize your future spouse by their eyes. I feel that they have a very intense gaze. And this is also standing out to me with the Emperor card here. I feel that your future spouse can be someone who has more of a stoic expression. They may not smile very much, but I don't think it's on purpose. I think that's just how they are. But yeah, the Destroyer card basically talks about, it's kind of like the Tower card in a way. Like what falls apart. Things fall apart so they can come together. That's the message that I'm getting with this. And when it comes to your future spouse, I feel like there's a couple things in their life that they're kind of meant to take a more proactive approach towards. And I feel like these are things that people around them may not be happy about, but it's something that is meant for your future spouse to go after. And I feel like this could definitely relate to career or something about avoiding people pleasing for sure. So when it comes to the current energy, we have the Emperor and Page of Wands in reverse. So I feel that your future spouse right now is working very hard at something. It just, to me, feels like they're very busy, but I feel like it is affecting their confidence levels, and it feels like they may feel like they're a failure at times. It just seems like they've been working so hard at something with so little results, and it's something that seems to be affecting them. And for our Archetypes, we have Libra, the Sun, and the 12th house. So I definitely feel like right now, group 3, your future spouse is being invited to explore their subconscious beliefs. And they may also have Libra placements or Leo. I'm not sure what is represented by the 12th house. I believe it's Pisces, but yeah, besides the astrology of it all, group 3, I definitely feel like right now your future spouse is learning how to feel more confident in themselves and give themselves the recognition and respect that they seek from others. And when it comes to their career, we have Knight of Cups, and this is really standing out to me, group 3, because when it comes to what's next on your path, we also had Knight of Cups. So I also wonder if you have a creative, if you are pursuing something creative or something like a creative venture, group 3. And if that's the case, I feel that your future spouse can also be a creative person as well, because it seems like when it comes to their career, they are someone who puts a lot of heart and soul into it. And especially if they're a creative, as a creative myself, and something I've noticed about myself and also other creatives is that we're very protective of our craft in whatever way it is for us. So I feel that the both of you guys could have something very special when it comes to whether you identify as a creative or not. But regardless, I feel that the both of you have something that you're really, really focused on and something that you're actually passionate about that tends to take over and be more of a focus than other areas of your life, perhaps. But yeah, when it comes to your future spouse and their career, I feel that they're coming into this very headstrong, and it seems like they're not very confident, but they know what their heart wants. They know what their heart wants to express, especially when it comes to career. And I feel that this is something that is helping them cope in ways when it comes to other difficult situations in their life. And when it comes to their love life right now, we have 10 of Cups here. And I feel that your person is someone who is letting their mind wander to what will bring them long-term happiness and fulfillment. And I feel that they dream of having it all with someone and building a life with someone. They could be someone who really wants kids or just a nice house. It seems to me like this is more something that is motivating them when it comes to love. And when it comes to their well-being, what's affecting their well-being right now, group 3, we have Ace of Wands and 5 of Swords. So I feel like your future spouse is definitely feeling rejected in ways right now. It seems like whatever they start seems to fizzle out. And I don't think this is something that is meant to discourage them. It's just, it feels very divinely guided. Like their spirit team could be guiding them to see other perspectives or do other methods of doing things right now. this could even be something along the lines of creative differences or people not seeing their vision. And with what's next on their path, we have Seven of Wands. So I feel like this is something that is going to continue for them. It's something that they're meant to learn to navigate, group 3. And as for your connection with them, it feels like, yeah, again, there's something kind of mysterious. But I will say you do seem to be aligned with each other's paths. Like, this gives me the impression that they could be right around the corner, or just, it feels very connected. But with the Seven of Wands, I feel that they're going to be in a very defensive energy moving forward. So I don't think they'll be at their best to pursue love necessarily. But let's get some channel messages and see what else wants to come through. Spirit, what messages best describe group 3's future spouses' feelings towards group 3? Spirit, let's get some channel messages from group 3's future spouse. There could also be, like, they could have a hard time expressing themselves when it comes to their voice, because it's kind of hard for me to talk right now. My voice is kind of giving out. They could be kind of wired. They could be drinking too much coffee or energy drinks. That's what I'm getting, which is very specific. So what are some channel messages from group 3's future spouse? What would they want to say? Okay, so we have, I will support you in your dreams 100%. So definitely group 3, I feel that you guys could have a very similar career path or similar goals. But I feel that there's something here about your future spouse having some kind of knowledge that you do. Like, this makes me think of anything that you tried to ask for help with when it comes to other people in your life or other mentors, and you could have been met with this feeling of, oh, they don't really get it. I have a very unique situation. But yeah, if this resonates with you being a creative, group 3, and yeah, they could also be a creative and really know how tough that can be sometimes. But yeah, we have online dating or social media is significant to our connection. And we also have, I pay attention to the details. I'll know and understand you like the back of my hand. And I have tattoos. And this is really interesting because I actually don't have a lot of descriptive, like, traits in this deck. I think this is the only one. I have some astrological placements, but I think that's it. So yeah, group 3, I feel like this is giving a hint into their physical traits a little bit. But as for the other messages here, I feel that this is someone who you'll feel very connected to, someone you feel like gets your mind and your emotional needs. And with this online dating or social media is significant to our connection, this can definitely be confirmation. If you guys are on an online platform, you could meet somehow through that. But yeah, as a whole, I feel that your careers could be pretty significant when it comes to how you meet or how you are brought together, group 3. But I will say there's this guidance coming through to not feel discouraged if at first impression this person doesn't seem interested. I don't think it's that. I feel that they just are very, like I said, they're stoic. They're they have a hard time expressing themselves, so it may seem like they're mean or that they don't like you, but that's not the case at all, group 3. In fact, I feel that you have something very special about you that really calms this person down. Like, I'm just getting this imagery of like someone's face relaxing. So if this, yeah, they may have furrowed brows or just kind of look like you can see their emotions in their face for sure. Like when they're around you, I feel like they're going to fix their posture. They're just going to look more alive and awake. But at first impression, group 3, yeah, definitely don't get discouraged. I feel that this could be more of a slow burn, but it's something that is meant to grow over time. And when it comes to their love life, with this 10 of Cups, this can even indicate the family that they grew up with. They could be attending to their family right now in some way, but it feels kind of codependent. So I feel like this is something that could be affecting their love life or how they view how they give their energy to people. So I feel that this is something else that they're learning how to do. So yeah, it may take them a few tries to get it right when it comes to their path, their confidence, but they're going to get it. And as for you, group 3, I feel that there's something very magical about your path right now that your guides are definitely supporting. And it seems like I'm getting this imagery of like a field, like a Wizard of Oz kind of scene, and a road, like the yellow brick road. So I feel that your guides are also coming through with this message to get excited or really lean into your curiosity and your sense of wonderment, because this is going to be something that leads you to great places. And even your future spouse. But yeah, a group 3, by the time you meet your future spouse, another message that is coming through today, they may be getting over a very difficult situation. It feels like something that was kind of unexpected for them or something that they had to adjust to. So they may not be at their best, but I feel that what they don't know is that it's going to lead them to you. It's going to lead them to something very beautiful. And it's just, I keep getting this message that their own spirit guides could be like, it's right there, just go get it, it's right there. If you look, then you'll see. It feels kind of like a stubborn energy, but something that they'll definitely awaken to in the right timing. Alright, group 3, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much.